Hiya, hiya. Relationships are tough. I have one with my cockatiel. I got a relationship with the bird. Where are you? Come over here. See, the bird, what happens with the bird, cockatiels are social animals. They were social networking long before we were. What they do is if they do not have another bird, then they adopt a relationship with a person who is raising them or who is feeding them. And that's what happens in life with people who get married. You know, you have a relationship with somebody who's feeding you or who's, emotionally or physically. Now, relationships are very fun, but they're tough, and some things don't mix. You know, like this week, my friends are at Hamburg Brewery. They make the Hamburg Brewery beer, which is a micro beer, and they make that in Hamburg, New York, which is not Hamburg, Germany. So Budweiser is mixing seltzer with beer. So the Bud Light, I think it is, will have seltzer water in it now. Arnold Palmer has a drink which is lemonade and tea, right? That's an Arnold Palmer. Is that what that is? There's things that don't go together, you know, like religion and politics. They don't go together. I found a funeral home with a salad bar. That don't go together. There are things that just don't go together, but we insist on making them work because we're confused. It's fusion. It's confusion. We're conning someone and we're confused. We're fused. But, you know, anything to sell something. That's the whole American way. I'll tell you something. I was watching the thing with Kobe Bryant, and of course, like we all were this week, and the great thing about him was he was a family man. He took care of his kids, which has been a struggle for black community because inherently there are many black people, black men especially, absent from the relationship pattern of a family. It's been that way. They're straightening it out, and it's better. But, you know, I'm friends with Stedman, who was having a relationship with Oprah, and I said, let's help push people. He said, you don't push people, you pull them up. And Stedman's a teacher, you know, a professor. His relationship with Oprah's strained. It's gone. Dr. Phil, and his son. I'd say there's a bunch of people, you know, in the news, of course, is always, the movie stars that don't get along. I don't want to go through the whole list of them, but it's tough to have a relationship with another person when you're having one with the whole country. I don't know how you can have several marriages because I never made the same mistake once. You know, I mean, why would I get married again? Didn't I not learn anything about myself? I have to have a relationship with myself before I can have one with you. You know, even on the television with the lawyer yesterday, I was watching them on this interrogation and the differences of the Republicans and the Democrats, and they keep trying to make it other than what it is. You know, they want to take it to another place so that they can win an argument, and that's the whole point. You know, as the lawyers don't seem to be about what's moral, what's right, what's just, what's good, what's bad. It's about winning and losing, and no matter what it is, they just have to win. It's part of their training, and they're the gladiators of this generation. I like to have a good relationship with everybody, but everybody's not going to like me. And you maybe have even clicked this off earlier and didn't even hear me say that. It's a relationship that we have on television. It's you and me as they do this, you know, with the poking the two eyes out. It's having, and with the bird, yeah, he's just tweeting me. See, this is the way that you have to get along with people, is you have to allow them to be who they are and get out of the way while they do whatever they're going to do that is not necessarily what you would do. That's how I learned it. And one of the things I was going to say is I always love this story because it's so true about my pattern. Birds of a feather flock together, that's what the nuns used to say in school. And then when you get a little older, they always say, well, opposites attract. And I said, well, if birds of a feather flock together, then opposites attract. We're attracted to each other. But then what happens? Then they said, well, you know, sick picks sick. That's really what it is. I got my Joey Reynolds book, which is Let a Smile Be Your Umbrella, Don't Get a Mouthful of Rain. It's coming up on its 20th anniversary in March. So every week I'm going to be reading a chapter from it on YouTube and ad-libbing with it so that I can fill in the blanks, because 20 years, there's a lot that's happened in between. I recorded recently the preface of the book, and I'm going to do one chapter every week until we come to the actual celebration date, and you'll be able to watch that online free. I mean, nobody's looking to make money from you, not now, but I'll get back to you. So this is it. I'm on the case, and I want to tell you that we're having a relationship, and I don't know how long it's going to last, and I don't know when it's going to end, and I don't know what you expect from me. But I got a pretty good idea that if you throw yourself out to the public, you're going to pretty much get destroyed. I'm laughing about it because what else are you going to do? It's a sick society that we live in. Sick pick sick. It's a Reynolds Rap.